Okay, before we start the New Year's off, or usher in the years of 2022, I want to give a shout out to 2001, all the progress, things I was doing back there. First, let's give a shout out to the Toys for Tots organization, Marine Base, which have helped me sharing the good news to families, people who was unfortunately through my organization, the Artistic Talent, by giving them toys. So last year I helped out so many people, families, daycare centers, schools, kids that was walking on the streets. My past Brownsville projects, they had contacted me, or anyone who contacted me on the website of the Toys for Tot and asked for toys. I want to give a shout out to all the boroughs. Let's start with the Ocean Hill Brownsville Daycare Center. Definitely want to give a shout out to them. The Ocean Hill, Brownsville, Atlanta Towers, people that were just over there at the time that I was giving out toys. I give a shout out to them as well. And then the Brownsville Community Projects on Osborne and Blake Avenue. There were people that contacted the Toys for Tot organization, and in return, I came to them and gave them a lot of toys. And while I was doing that, there was people that was running the organization in the Green in Brownsville, and I issued them toys as well to help them give out toys to the community. Flatbush Daycare Center, let's give a shout out to them at 4411 Church Avenue. There's a daycare center over there, and they needed toys as well, so I'm definitely give them a shout out. Family in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and there's a young brother there. He had a son, and definitely gave him a good shout out, especially with the lion. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of fun with that, basketball, all kinds of stuff. Then we went to 512 West 212th Street at the school, PS 98, and gave them a huge amount of toys. They were surprised to get that much because they got different classrooms. And, you know, I took pictures, a video, and they were so happy. I blessed them with so many toys. Then we went to Harlem, 301 West 128th Street, and blessed their family with toys because they contacted Toys for Tot organization, and that's what I want everyone else to do coming in as we usher in 2022. Make sure you contact Toys for Tot organization, request for toys before October. They would have that open for you. And then we definitely blessed the Bronx. Yeah, people came down from the Bronx, drove all the way from the Bronx to Brooklyn, and I blessed them with toys after toys. She didn't have she had her own car, had a baby in the back, but she had enough room to get all these toys. Because I told her, you came all the way from the Bronx. So you know I want to bless you with this amount of toys. And so it made her life happy. So that's what I want to give a shout out to, all the ones that that got toys from me, from Toys for Tot organization, Marine Base in Brooklyn. And I want to bless them for this year, 2021, as we usher in 2022 and do some more great things that we always do. So I'm very happy And I think I helped out so many as well. Now, let's get back before I usher these toys out. I want to bless things that we did. We did do a barbecue reunion with all my classmates of the NYTS, which is the New York Theological Seminary program that we had, and brought their families to the FDR Park. And that we all brought food and we reminisce on the past. And we start speaking about our reunion, and they had some of the family, the kids, talked about it as well. It was a great barbecue because people want to know, how did we kept the class together after we graduated? And that was a blessing there. We did. We practiced koinonia, which is established a caring, growing community. And that's what we did. We continue on communicating. We got so much talent in the class. I think that could, and God blessed it us, guide us, because whatever problem that we had among ourselves, we always came together and prayed, you know, for our differences that we was having. And we start building from there. Help each other with our schoolwork, outside of class. We practice staying together, helping the community. Oh, we did so much stuff together. And I think when we graduated, that helped us. We always give back to the ones that, you know, that needed to be given back. So I definitely want to give a shout out to the class of '98 New York Theological Seminary that I graduated from. And then let's give a shout out to all the organizations that I participated in and helped them with their community, became a leader for them. We had so many of them that I continue helping. One of them was the art. We had a few of them. Dorsey Art Gallery on Roger Avenue, where I give back, especially on holidays, Christmas. You give them a painting and they sell it to give the funds back, buy toys for the kids in the community. And then they produce shows, art shows, where I participated in, and always through filming for them. They have a lot of people that come, artists, buyers, all sorts of people that come to Dorsey to talk about the community and buy and sell art. And then we had the Fulton Art Fair that I participated in and continue on being a member of that group of artists, which is beautiful. And people there is so kind and loving and understanding. All of them do art. And we participate in so many different events that they have. Especially they have one every year called the On the Fence on Fulton Avenue. So I helped them set it up, the tents with the music and the flyers. And I'm always talking to the community and building up the Fulton Art Fair, as well as my own artists, you know, too. So you meet a lot of artists over there, and we all talk about what we're doing, how we communicate. So yes, the Fulton Art Fair, I'm always there for them and giving them love and help whatever is needed to continue building. And then we had before that, which we had when I first moved over here at the Atlantic Towers. This is run by HPD, and when I got here, they needed, they're putting up signs where they're doing an election. They need a board members to build them up again. So I participated in it and became one of their resident leaders to help them build up the Atlantic Plaza Tower neighborhood. And that's right there on Rockaway and Atlantic Avenue. So what I did, we had a lot of people that was there, and we established a family reunion barbecue every year where I went out. Before I went out, I got groups together to talk about exactly how we want to make this happen every year and how we want to bring the community and the young folks into the neighborhood in terms of helping building the Atlantic Tower family reunion. And so I was working with them for approximately about 4 years. We put on a great, I'm talking about a great barbecue, surprises, all kinds of stuff. And you see that in the film, in the pictures, that they was having a great time. Make sure that we had the clowns there, ice cream, ices, definitely a lot of barbecue. The people came together within both buildings because you got the 249 and 216, and they definitely barbecued together. It was even got the workers there, the maintenance, that helped us put on this barbecue as well. So everybody participated, and they loved it, loved it. So, you know, after so many years, you have to put that torch to somebody else. And a lot of people didn't want me to leave. I know I had to, because you had to allow other people to build from there. And so definitely want to give them a shout out of the past experience for them. And there is so many more shout outs that I would love to give of 2021. One of them will be at the Brick Arts Medium, what they call the Brick House. It used to be BCAP, Brooklyn Community Access Television, but now there's Brick Arts Medium, which is a bigger umbrella that we fall under. And I definitely want to give a shout out to them because they got great programs. I participated and joined up and learned about the editing process that they have there for the video. And it was amazing. It's still amazing to continue learning about that, learning how to put on shows. They have a great program that will teach you how to produce, how to become a producer and air your own show. Because I end up airing my own show, which is called The Artistic Talent. Every month, every week, I put on the show. So that shows you, you know, that you know how to do these things. And when you show it, it's be on air. So I want to give a big shout out to them, as well as they have a radio podcast that I got involved with to combine both of them together. So now I work with the podcast and to put on the shows together where you have two things. Now, I reached out to the Veteran Administration to help the vet, because I'm a veteran, Air Force veteran, Vietnam era. And so I established a podcast and a veteran TV show just for them. So I would have veterans come down and speak about their journey during the Vietnam era war and what they're doing now. And sometimes we needed that just to express ourselves, because when we did come out of the military at that particular time, there was no debriefing, there was no celebration of parades or anything, because it was a lot of politics at that particular time in the Vietnam era. But, you know, moving forward, you know, a lot of veterans needed to express themselves and needed help. So I reached out to the homeless veterans. I reached out to the Veteran Administration itself, where I did a lot of, on two occasions, the Brooklyn campus and the Manhattan campus, where I was allowed to come inside to do a art exhibit for veterans that works there, or veteran family, or any veterans that come in to there. And a huge amount of them supported me. And they bought some of my pictures. They got involved with the what I was doing. And I also got involved with them to allow them to speak about their post-traumatic stress syndrome that a lot of them was going through, and even myself being, at that particular time. So it was great, great. I want to give a shout out to the Veteran Administration, the Brooklyn campus, as well as the Manhattan on 23rd Street. So they have a lot of good sources of helping out veterans, homeless veterans, any veterans that need help. And I share that information with any one of them. So I definitely want to give a shout out. So you see, there's a lot of great stuff that's going on, or have been going on in the past with my show, what I'm doing in terms of giving a good shout out to 2021 year as we usher in the new year of 2022. Now, we did have some bad turns, which when the pandemic, the virus came into the world, and that was something else there. It struck us blindsided, where it got the whole world. And we're still going through that particular pandemic, getting your virus tests, getting vaccinated. You have the boost as well. So I definitely want to give a shout out to people that continue on staying well, wearing their masks, staying away from large crowds of people, and just being careful, because I think this virus is going to be here for a long time. So we just got to be mindful of what's going on and stay focused, because a lot of our loved ones we lost because of this virus. So I want to give a shout out to all the ones that continue on, especially the nurses. The nurses was our champion. They was the ones that continue on helping. They had to go to work, and they provide their services for everyone. So definitely give a shout out. Definitely want to give a shout out to them. So with that thought, my family, they were always there to support me. Always, I showed them everything I'm doing, and I embraced them. They embraced me. And lastly, which is always the first one, is God, because He's still in control. He's still on the throne, no matter what comes facing us, this world, and try to destroy us in different ways. But He's still there. I believe the last one that almost threw us off was insurrection at the White House. Now that was crazy there. With our past president, Donald Trump, I'll call him the crazy man, because for him to not, he wouldn't want to accept defeat. He wanted everyone to stop the votes, stop everything, because he figured that it was stolen from him. And he got a lot of people believing in that. No matter how many courts that he went to and they threw it out, how many people he, in the system judges, everybody, lawyers, they said, no, Donald, you lost, buddy. You might as well just go and take the feet and work with that. But he's not the type. And so that's what the problem is with him. I call him the crazy man. So when he caused that insurrection with a bunch of his followers and he gassed them up and they went up there, they were trying to kill everything to put him in power. What would that would have had done? What the world is And so, yeah, well, he's going through a lot now. And but moving on, in terms of the politics, I want to give a shout out to the board of election, because I participated into that, become a poll worker. And I really like that. I love doing things and helping out the community. Politics is one of the things that I really don't necessarily like to get into, but it's part of helping the people choose or helping them with voting. So that's what I like this. So I became a poll worker, and wherever they put me at, whether it's with the marking, the ballot marking device, the BMD, or at the election table, or at the scanner, or even helping people come into the, when they voting. I'm giving them directions, or whatever it might be, wherever they put me at, it's okay. And that's what I like. I love doing things like that. But some people, they look at me once I come to their site or whatever they put me at, and I start sharing my knowledge with them. And they want to find out how much I know. And then they end up saying, man, this guy know a lot. He should be the coordinator. And I say, oh, no, it's too much for me. I'm happy what I'm doing. And I continue on being that, but they want me to be either the coordinator or district leader or whatever. I got too much stuff on my plate. But if God wanted me to work with that or that's a different story. But right now, no. Sorry. I will remain what I'm doing. So, I don't want y'all to be putting me things at places because it ain't gonna work out. It will not work out. With me, anyway, it'd be too much of a headache and everything else that goes along with it. And like I said, I'm not really into all that politics stuff. But I'll give a shout out to the the Board of Education, for allowing me to assist and help and to become a poll worker and taking the classes. Because before you become a poll worker, you got to take the classes and pass it and demonstrate what you can do. So, that's another situation that they love to see me doing. But for me, nah, I just remain the worker, where I can do other stuff as well. So I think that would be it in terms of the shout outs for what I need to be giving a shout out. So God bless you all. Finally, I want to give a shout out to myself for keeping myself healthy, mentally focused, and strong, and especially my gifts: kindness, loving, caring, concerned, affectionate. So dealing with the healthy part, I praise God. I praise him all the time for that, because I end up eating the right food, fruits and vegetables, stay away from a lot of fried stuff. I try to eliminate the stuff that's going to hurt me. I don't want to name them all because people start thinking I'm not a vegetarian, but I do eat, and I have baked fish and chicken. There's no problem with that. But there's a lot of fruits and vegetables that I eat along with it, and water. And I make my own juices with apples and oranges and celery and all that kind of stuff. So that keeps my body pretty nourishing in that sense. And every month I do the deherb. A deherb is to flush out your system, clean you out, and build you back up. I do it for about 20 to 30 days. And I got that deherb from, it was heard it on the Steve Harvey show, which I wanted to check it out just to see what, and it works. It really works. It cleans you out. But you have to be ready for that, strong-minded, because once you start, you can't stop. And you cannot, and they tell you, they give you a booklet and everything, and you cannot eat any type of food, only what they prescribe, which is fruits and vegetables and water. And when to eat or when to drink the water. And they didn't give you all kinds of stuff to flush yourself out with. And it works. It works. It really works. You just got to stay focused. So that helps me. Again, let's give a big, big shout out to the man that's on the throne. Continue being on the throne, and that's God. Keep praising him. Have your relationship, and all will be well. Until then, let's bring in this 2022 New Year the right